Yeah, I mean, I try not to think about that fight anymore. It's in the past, but you know, I always try to go for the win, and I saw me winning this fight the whole entire time, so I wasn't really surprised with the outcome, but I'm definitely happy with it.
It did go the distance. You had a split decision, lost in the last fight. This fight, you know, another close matchup. When the judges were reading the scorecards, were you nervous at all?
I wasn't nervous. I thought I won. I was just telling them in the back that me and my boyfriend were watching fights, and whenever it's a split decision, he goes, "Oh, the first person they announce that wins always wins." I'm like, "No, it's random. It's totally random." And then for the last 4 months, every split decision we watched, he's like, "I told you so. I told you so." Everyone, the first person they announced won. So yeah, they announced her, and I was like, "God damn it!" I was like, and then they said me, and I want to just like, I can't wait till he comes back so I can be like, "I told you so." It's not everyone, but you know, I felt like I won. I felt I won every round.
And what was the game plan going into the fight? Do you feel like you executed that to a T?
Yeah, I try not to game plan too specific because you never really know what's going to happen, but you know, I was confident standing on the ground. I had been working a lot on my wrestling, so I was trying to go for the takedown a lot just because I was kind of, you know, that's what I've been working on. I wanted to prove that. But I was confident with my boxing and my kickboxing. You know, actually this week we started doing a lot more kicks. I started karate when I was 4 years old, so I tried to bring back some of my karate kicks. I did Golden Gloves in boxing in high school, so I kind of got away from my kicks and just got more of a boxing style. So I tried to bring some of those elements back, and I think I executed that good.
After tonight's one, I know you're looking forward to fighting next. Would you like to fight?
I want to fight as soon as possible. This was, you know, I'm healthy and I want to fight right away. I don't like waiting. You know, I train all the time, so if I'm training, I want to fight. I just want to try to fight anyone that's ranked above me and just work my way up.
Are you gonna celebrate tonight?
Yeah, definitely some wings, some ice cream, but yeah, just enjoy the win. My teammate Maga won, so you know, I'm pretty excited about that.
So Long Island's too far away as far as when you want to fight. You don't want to fight another New York card, is what you're saying?
I would love to fight on Long Island. I train there once a week. You know, I spar with a couple girls out there, and you know, I do wrestling there. But yeah, I would love to fight on that card.
Yeah,
that
it's kind of far away though. I imagine you're looking more. Like
is it June?
Fight week. I think it's after that.
July. Yeah, I mean, I would like to fight sooner, but the way it works out, July is probably realistically when they'll get me another fight. So I'm one of the only girls on the East Coast, so you know that card would be good for me. Like to try to, you know, be the look for the East Coast.
Katlyn, towards the end of the second round when you got the knockdown, how important do you feel that was? Did you feel that clinched the second round for you, and how did you feel going into the third, where the fight was?
To be honest, the whole fight kind of blends together. I felt like I just fought for 15 minutes. I don't even really remember much of what happened. I just was trying to win every exchange. You know, the whole game plan was to be the last one to punch. You know, she's a good counter striker, so don't just punch, have her counter and stop. I want to end on every exchange. So, you know, she's tough. I threw a good head kick, and she just ate it and came forward. So, I just knew I had to win every exchange. She was strong, so I couldn't let her have any time to breathe.
Were you feeling, Katlyn, like you're at a size disadvantage out there?
Yes, if you know, my natural weight would be to fight at would be 125, and I know there's a lot of other girls that struggle to make 115. My first pro fight, I tried that. I got to 117, and it was really rough being that I'm 5'9". If they open up a flyweight, that would be perfect, and I think. You know, I don't understand. I think it would be a good division to add. You could have a lot more like super fights. I think they should look at the women's division a little bit differently than they look at the men's, where there's going to be a lot more girls fighting in two divisions. You know, now that I fought at 135, I'm a little comfortable there. So if they open up 125, I would be open to fighting at both. And you know, I think there would be a lot of really good matchups, and you know, there wouldn't be girls suffering to go down, and there wouldn't be, you know, girls like myself that are giving up a size disadvantage.
Obviously, you can't answer for their decisions, but why do you think they've gone from 135 to 115 to 145 and left this hole there when there are so many women campaigning for this division?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe they added the heavier division. To me, it's just girls that are ranked lower in the 135 just going up, you know, but like who's going to fight there now, you know what I mean? And most of the girls, they're just going to fight there if they need someone to fight. But, you know, if you watch like Invicta and stuff, mostly every card has 125 has the most girls on the, you know, all their cards, 125 has the most fights on the card. And I think that's, anyone that really follows women's MMA, I think that that's like one of the most entertaining weight divisions. So I don't know why they skipped that. I think maybe, you know, I think guys just think, oh, well, 125s can either go up or down, but you know, that's 20 pounds is a big difference, especially for girls at a lighter weight.
And so against Aldana, who could also fight at 145, she's pretty big for 135. Did you feel like when you were trying to take her down, did you feel like you were, you know, fighting someone who is a little bit bigger than
a little
you were?
bit. You know, when I spar and I spar my my first 7 fights were 125. I felt like I could kind of use my strength a little bit. I don't feel quite like I can bully people around. I have to use perfect technique to get that takedown, whereas sometimes, you know, if you're stronger, you can kind of just get away without it. She's very strong, but I expected that. But also, you know, I just think I needed to be a little bit more technical with my takedown, and I would have got it. I don't necessarily think it was a size factor.
Okay. How much weight do you cut, by the way?
I walk around like 141.
Okay. But at the beginning of the week? Like that's...
Oh, no, like all the time,
like
yeah.
when you came here on Tuesday, how much did you weigh?
When I came Tuesday, it was 140.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Some support from the Armenian community on social media and some flags today. What does that type of support mean?
Yeah, it's amazing. Since my first, I never really got any of that, and then when I made my UFC debut, the Armenian community just like exploded and gave me so much support, and that's just been amazing because, you know, even though I was born in America, I don't really get that from Americans, but from all the Armenian community, it's amazing, and that makes me, you know, want to go out there and fight for them. So, you know, I really appreciate that support.
What do you think it takes to stand out in a division that's revolved around Ronda Rousey for 5 straight years?
I think now, I think it was revolved around her because she was the first, you know, the first to really step into this division, and it was kind of built around her. But I think now the sport's evolving, and you know, people are being more open-minded and looking at all the other fighters. So I think right now being well-rounded, just like it is for the guys, you know, guys that are good at just one aspect aren't necessarily dominating. It's the guys that can, you know, are good stand-up wrestling, striking, jiu-jitsu. I think those are the people that are standing out. So for the women's division, I think if the newer girls that are coming up, not necessarily the veterans, I think they're a little bit more well-rounded, and I think that's what makes us stand out. Good? Thank you.